Today, we're doing a Reddit video. This should be fun. But without further ado, lunch late, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit, here we go again.
KSI has just posted literally the worst response video possible. It was bad. And he also plugged his crappy knockoff of Lunchables Lunchly like 100 times in it, so get ready for that.
Lunchly!
But before we get to the video, KSI also responded on X. This whole dantdm and Lunchly beef really shows that I'm in the thick of it. Out October 4, free save link down below. So the link is to an upcoming song. Like, this guy is just a walking advertisement at this point. The only time he opens his mouth is when it's time to sell something or plug a product. Like, he literally doesn't talk about anything else. It is just out of control. Imagine trying to sell a product in your response. Like, you're joking. So KSI responded to all the drama with him getting called out by dantdm, and I actually think his ego is even bigger than his forehead at this point.
If you've had Lunchables, this is mainly for my American audience. If you had Lunchables, yeah, I guess they were good at the time. Well, we've made something better. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm excited to see your reviews. In our product, we have real cheese, and ours just tastes way better than Lunchables. Plus, you get a little mini prime, and you also get a feastable chocolate bar.
So just like on X, the first part of the video isn't actually him responding, it's just advertising Lunchly. I guess he has to boost those sales as high as possible since Prime is facing 3 separate lawsuits. It's literally just all about money to these people. The first thought in Logan Paul, KSI's and Mr. Beast's mind is
Money!
Whether it's crypto scams or selling chocolate and energy drinks to kids and pretending that it's healthy, even though Prime is literally being sued for containing 3 times as many forever chemicals than a human should consume in their entire lifetime, all the while it's marketed to kids as healthy. So after the plug, KSI did actually start responding to the allegations.
Nah, JJ's cooked, bro. And then there's a tweet from Jacksepticeye. You mess with dantdm, you mess with YouTube. I mean, that's cringe.
It's funny that he says Jacksepticeye is cringe and then proceeds to act like this.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their lives? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. Do better.
Like, bro, you're 30 years old. What are you doing? I mean, KSI's just a big man-child at this point. He can't take anything seriously. So yeah, it's all a big joke to KSI because he got caught in 4K selling slop and crappy products to kids. And when he tried to defend it, he got cooked on X and community notes because there really is no way to defend it. So I guess all he can do is make fun of it to avoid responsibility. Like, it's so obvious what they're doing that even Mr. Beast's biggest meat writer, Ali Coca, called it out.
Another day, another very ambitious influencer crossover. Now we got Mr. Beast, Scam Paul, and KSI teaming up to launch their very own school lunch. And I'm using the word lunch very generously. This thing is a light snack at best. You're getting crackers as your main meal or this tiny quarter-sized pizza. Each of these boxes costs $4, which is more expensive than the existing Lunchables. They cost only about $2. That's who this YouTuber trio is competing with. They are not in the business of providing a filling or good tasting lunch.
I mean, you know that Lunchly is a hot pile of garbage when even Ali Coca calls it out. Oh man.
He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? At this point, his fans imploded. If you just type in dantdm sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience. But cool, you know, but again, this was another complaint that I heard a lot. They were like, I'm about to do the voice again.
Well, dantdm doesn't actually own the sweets.
Okay?
So I actually think KSI is brain dead at this point, making the false comparison with a one-off sponsorship and literally owning and running a whole company that is a knockoff of another brand aimed at selling trash to kids and just squeezing your audience for as much money as you can get. Like, what's next? It's so ridiculous that tomorrow KSI will be taking a NordVPN sponsorship and saying that's the same as running Lunchly or Prime. So he started getting into whataboutism and throwing out all these other YouTuber brands.
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released Sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rog released Sweets? Now,
This guy is just living an alternative reality from the rest of us. He just doesn't get it. The difference is these YouTubers don't claim their products are healthy when they actually contain tons of chemicals and caffeine. Like the Sellout Trio promote their products like it's Jesus returning to the earth. So the response became even more of a dumpster fire when KSI addressed Vicstar, calling him out for crypto scams.
NFTs.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this was KSI in his KSI crypto era.
I mean, I'm still into crypto, okay? NFTs obviously not so much because we've realized that hindsight is 2020 and that NFTs were just not as good as they were claimed to be. But like I said, hindsight makes such a difference.
JJ thought it was the best idea, and then the other guys were like unsure, and I was like, I will not let this happen. So I had to like do a detailed breakdown of every reason why I thought it was a bad idea. Because I was like, I want to kill this dead now because I do not want there to be a Sidemen NFT.
This is the face of a man thinking about how he could have scammed his fans out of $20 million. He's probably dying inside that he couldn't do it, just like his best bud Logan Paul, who managed to do it successfully. It's funny how he pretends like, oh yeah, it turns out NFTs just weren't that good and hindsight is 2020, because this wasn't a one-off thing. He has scammed his fans for crypto before, so it's not surprising that Vicstar literally said in the podcast that out of all the sidemen, KSI was the only one who really wanted to do the NFT scam. He thought it was an amazing idea.
Me looking at Zill and XCAD right now. And it might look like that means he's excited about this, but really he was looking at the sell button because he continued to sell XCAD to his fans who thought he was part of the HODL gang once again. And this is what I mean by a pump and dump scam. He got his followers excited while selling his own crypto back at the same time. In total, over $800,000 was sold by KSI over a few days and these two tweets.
So there you go. For all the KSI fanboys who are saying, well, he didn't do the NFT scam, it's not a one-off. He already pulled off a lesser crypto scam. So at the end of KSI's response/Lunchly promotion video, he really lost his mind and started reaching more than Mrs. Incredible.
Why? It's because people just hate us. People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate Mr. Beast and they hate me on Twitter, okay? When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth. It's like 4chan, but worse.
Ah, yes, I'm getting called out just because everyone hates me for no reason. I'm the victim. I didn't do anything. Poor me. Like, bro is coping hard. You're not getting called out just for nothing, and no one hated KSI or Mr. Beast or even Logan Paul before they began misleading their child audience by selling extremely unhealthy food to kids but telling everyone it's healthy, or before doing pump and dump crypto scams. Like, no one hated them before they started doing things. Mr. Beast was beloved on YouTube before everyone found out how dishonest and scummy he has been with his products. So of course KSI couldn't end the video without shilling something.
Lunchly, it's out in America. I don't know if it will be out outside of America. We'll decide. Obviously, this was mainly to combat Lunchables, to compete with Lunchables. We'll see if there's hype or if there's an audience for Lunchly. Also, October 4th, I'm releasing music. Think of it! Featuring Trippie Redd.
These guys have no shame. It's just beyond insane at this point. It's unbelievable. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if you did watch the whole video, I really appreciate it.